Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maz. If you are new here, I am a part-time online reseller. I am a soon-to-be operator of a vintage booth, and I also sell books on PANGOBOOKS, all while working a full-time government job. If you are new here, welcome. And I wanted to do a little bit of an intro for you guys because I was so excited about this thrift haul that I did not do an intro at all. So that's what I am here to tell you. And I want to give you all a little bit of stats. So today you're going to hear about all the thrifting I did and then a little like inventory system update. But I want to tell you guys about one item in particular. That item, you'll see it is a jacket. It is a very, very cool jacket. And in the video I say, I'm like, maybe it'll go for 60 to 80. And that's just so funny looking back now because after research and comps, I listed it at $295. And I could probably list it at $320 or maybe a little bit higher, but I really want this thing to move. It's not something I want to sit on for very long. So I listed it at a fair $295, but I'm really excited about that flip and excited for you guys to see it later on. All in all, I spent $73.80 on all of my goods today, and 2 of those items are for my booth, which is a piece of clothing and a piece of decor. And then I got 14 items for my online reselling. I did spend a lot of time today though, like doing all of this. And because I did go to some estate sales that just, you'll hear me talk about it, but that were kind of a bust. So if I learned anything from my thrifting experience today is if I have enough items, you know, I don't need to keep going, but also a bad day is just one bad day and it will get better in the future. So anyways, with all of that being said, thank you for coming, thank you for watching, and let's get to the thrift haul. Hi friends, welcome back. I am pretty pumped today, okay? I got a really cool find along with some other really cool things. So we're gonna do a thrift haul, and then after the thrift haul, I'm gonna show you guys, I like rearranged my inventory just to make it a little bit easier. Yeah, it's just not working, and it has to be fixed. And so I did, ultimately long term, I want to move my stuff into the garage, but right now that is not a possibility because all of the stuff for my antique booth that is not opened yet, and we did get word that it will probably be in August, but all of my inventory and furniture for that is in my garage. So my current like online reselling inventory cannot be moved out there until that stuff is gone. So I did a little zhuzhing to make my current inventory system work a little bit better for me, considering that I am trying to grow my store in size. So we'll show you that later, but first let's get into the thrift haul. This morning, I started out at our local area's like women's league. They were hosting a like they were hosting a garage sale at like the president's house, and they had like all the women in the women's league like brought stuff, and it was like a big garage sale to raise funds or whatever. So I started there at like 8 a.m. My dog is very thirsty. Okay, so at the women's league is where I hit like big scores. I feel like there's one item in particular. Okay, we'll get to it. So let's go ahead and jump in. So all the items that I got at the women's league were $5 or $10 for the clothing, and then I got 2 items that aren't clothing that I'll show you at the end. But to start, we have this Kahala Aloha shirt in a size large, made in Korea. It is so soft. It is such great material. I've seen that this brand of Hawaiian shirt like sells very well. It is 80% polynosic rayon. Is that referencing Polynesian? I don't know. But this is it. It has that nice like pattern to it. So there's that. I'm hoping to get, I paid $5 for that. I'm hoping to get, you know, about 25. I got this, I don't know where this paper came from. It's okay, I'll save it and use it for shipping materials. So then I got this True Grit size large workman's shirt. I paid $5 for this. It is a pearl snap. So those are pearl snaps. Here in Texas, pearl snaps are a huge deal. People love, my husband loves pearl snaps, but this is not his size, right? Right, it is not his size. But so this is also like a corduroy material. So hoping to get at least 25 for that. Next, I got this robe. Again, didn't look up comps. It's just awkward for me. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Like when you're at garage sales, if you go to them and there's like not a lot of people there, like do you look up comps? Like do you sit there on your phone, like take photos or like search stuff before you buy it? I just feel a little awkward because I don't really know. I don't really know why. I just feel a little weird. Tell me what you guys do. Like do y'all have a system for that? Do y'all do it? Do y'all wait until later? Like what is your system with comps and garage sales? So anyways, I picked up this pink robe, okay? And it is by a brand called PJ Harlow. It is a size medium. Let me untie it so you can see it a little bit better. But it is so like it just feels like great quality. And then it said, if I can find it, I'll tell you what the material tag said. Okay. Yeah, so this is why, guys. It is 47.5% Supima cotton, 47.5% micromodal, and then 5% spandex. So I think that's a pretty good one, personally. And it comes with the tie. You know when you find something really good, like a dress or like a robe or something, and it doesn't have the belt, and you're like, killed the vibe? Yeah, I was glad it had the tie. Next, I got, guys, I don't know where this paper came from. That's okay. It is just free packing materials. We're thankful. Okay, so then I got this Tommy Bahama 100% linen button up. I've sold like 2 or 3 of these, and that's why I got this one, because this is also a long sleeve. The other 2 that I've sold are short sleeve, and they didn't have this cool of a pattern. Like I feel like this is more like trending. Like this is great for like resort wear, beach, coastal. So this is very like South Carolina vibes to me. All right, this is a brand that I know nothing about. It is called Blue Rain. Okay, has a hook and eye closure in the back. Paid $5, and it's stunning. You can't tell me that's not beautiful. That's very cottage core, very grandma core. I feel like there's a lot of keywords that I can use in that. It is a size medium, and it is 100% cotton, which is really why I ended up buying it. So I gotta look up this brand though, Blue Rain. Your girl does not know that one, but that's okay because I think I can still flip this for a good profit if I use the correct keywords on it. Like if I use the keywords, like this could be like nautical, coastal, grandma core. I could even put preppy on this with the blue and white, like ruffle, peplum, baby doll. There's so many that I could use for this. I'm gonna do more research and see what other people mainly use, and then we'll kind of go from there on that. Okay, we're gonna do a brief intermission, and I'm gonna show you guys the 2 non-clothing items that I got. This is one of them. It's like a hanging, like decor box, like a vintage. You like put it on the wall, you know, like, and like for your mail or just a catch-all. This is great for my booth, and I paid $1 for it. So this is a great booth flip. Not that my booth is open and not that I need more inventory right now, but when it's $1, your girl can't pass it up. So it is 100% wood. I think it's cute. I'll probably sell it. I paid $1. I could sell it for like 8 to 12 probably. So I like it. This next thing I need to do research on. Okay, again, no comps were looked at. Okay, so this thing is just by a very popular brand that people are like obsessed with right now. So I might sell it on Facebook Marketplace because I feel like it would be quick, but I don't know. Okay, it is this teapot. Okay, I paid $4 for this. It is Le Creuset. If you know, you know. Okay, see, Le Creuset. And it looks like it might be an older model just because the bottom, I feel like it doesn't look like this anymore. I don't know. Again, no research. But I paid $4. And anything Le Creuset, I feel like I could sell for at least 20. So, I don't know. It literally looks unused. Like, whatever. So, I will follow up on this and let you guys know how this does on whatever platform I end up listing her on. So I got this men's new with tags Donald Ross sportswear shirt, size extra large. I did pay up for. I paid $10 for. I did briefly look at comps on this one, and it looks like it sells for 30 to 40, and that was used. And this one's new with tags. So, and the pattern's pretty cool and unique. And then it does have a logo on the arm, but I've heard, if you watch like Flip Factory on YouTube, he sells a lot of polos and like menswear, and he was saying that like some logos like people just don't really care about. And so like this one does have this logo, but it's pretty small, and so I got it anyway. Maybe not the best use of my money, but it's going to the women's league, okay? We'll support them. Okay, this, guys, I thought this was so freaking cool. Okay, this is a US Olympics vintage, size large, like windbreaker. Okay, so here's the Olympic tag. US Olympics, okay? And then it also has this Olympic USA logo on that center pocket. Okay, so I think it's super cool. I need to do a lot of research to figure out like what Olympics is this from? You know, how old is it? I can clearly tell that it's vintage just based on the tag alone, but I am not seeing the year. And it says supporting America's Olympic dreams every day. Guys, that is freaking cool. So I did pay $10 for it, but Olympic stuff goes for a higher price, so I'm hoping this will go for higher, but I don't know. We will see. Guys, best find of the day. Best find of the day. I paid $10 for this. Vintage Polo Ralph Lauren suede jacket. You're kidding. You're kidding. You're kidding. I'm not kidding. So here's the tag. It's a size large. The zipper works. I have a tendency of buying jackets, like vintage jackets like this, and the zipper does not work. So I did check this one. The zipper does work. She's in beautiful, stunning condition. And it is, the shell is 100% genuine leather. Slay. The body is 33% polyester, 32 acrylic, and 31% wool, with 4% other fibers. Don't know what that means, but that's okay. I don't need to know. I think this is gonna be a great flip. It's very heavy, very nice. Should I put it on? I'm gonna put it on. Yeah, that's nice. This is like gonna pay for the whole haul, I think. I don't know. Maybe like 60 to 80. I don't know. Polo though, that's awesome. Okay. That is just my favorite find of the day. Okay, this is something I actually bought myself just to try out. Matching sets, you know, are like super huge right now, and I don't really like to spend money on things, you know, so I found this one and I was like, I'll get this and try it and see if I like it. It's like a loungy style matching set, so it's just like an oversized boxy top. So anyways, and then here are the pants. It's just like a loose, like straight leg pant. So I'm gonna try it. Who knows? If not, I'll probably just sell it. So I paid $5 for that whole set, which is great. $5 for that whole set, I'm okay with. Okay, and last thing from the Women's League sale is this pair of Free People pants in a size large. Here they are in all their glory. And these pants are 100% cotton, which is great. So it does have pockets on the rear. That is everything I got from the Women's League sale. I did go to 3 estate sales today and a bunch of other garage sales, and I literally got only 4 things at one estate sale and 1 thing at a garage sale. So it wasn't the most successful day, but at least it started off strong. So let me go ahead and show you those other items that I got at the estate sale and the garage sale. Okay, at the garage sale that I went to, I got this. This is gonna probably be for my booth. It's just because it's like a local item, but I got this vintage quarter zip with this logo, and this logo is for a local like clubhouse, like golf clubhouse, and it's vintage, and so I think I could get I could definitely resell this. I think it's really cool. Who knows, maybe I'll keep it for myself. No, I won't. I need to sell it. But I paid $1 for this. I think I could sell it for like 15. So just in my booth, like in my local area, I think people would love something like this because a lot of people are members at this club. And that's all I got from the like 4 or 5 garage sales that I went to today. And then I went to 3 estate sales. They were good. Like the estate sales had like cool things, but they were so overpriced. Like typically on Saturdays, it's 50% off. All of these, one was 0% off. And then the other 2 were 30% off. And I don't know, they just weren't great. Like the clothing prices were good, so I got some clothing, but not the best ones. And I was honestly a little discouraged because I drove so far to go to them. There were 3 like in the same area, like to the next big town, and which is like 35-minute drive. So a little bit of a bummer, but it's okay. So let me show you what I got at that estate sale. Okay, first I got this vintage Brooks Brothers all cotton cable knit sweater. I do need to depill it very carefully, but it is just a classic cable knit, you know, like light academia, like that is just so the core here. So I think I could sell it for, I got it for, this was $2. No, it was less. For everything I'm about to show you in this bag, these 4 items, I paid $5.60. So it's like $1 and something cents. Okay, next I got this vintage 100% wool Talbot's sweater. It does have 1 hole in it, which for vintage wool, that's impressive. It only has this 1 itty bitty hole, which I will disclose in my listing. So yeah, 100% wool, size extra large, made in Hong Kong. Here's that vintage label. And honestly, it's super cute. Like this is super in, like cottagecore, prairie, like that whole vibe is what I'm gonna kind of go for here. Grandma core. So that's that. Hoping to get 20-ish for that. This one I think this will be a Depop sale, honestly, but this is a vintage Gildan pre-shrunk t-shirt. It's 100% cotton for Jack Daniels. So the classic number 7. So here's the front, and here's the back. It is not single stitch. It does have a double stitch sleeve, but it is still, I mean, the tag is vintage for sure. So probably 90s to early 2000s. And I'm going to wash this one just to get that white to pop a little bit more, but I think this will get picked up very quickly. And for paying like $115 for this, I can flip this for like 15 to 20 easily. So especially with it being a size extra large, it'll go quick. So I feel good about this. I've sold a lot of t-shirts like this, honestly. Okay, and lastly, I got this again for $1.15-ish. This is a Brooks Brothers 100% cotton XL vintage little, what would you call this? Like a polo, I guess. But what I think is really cool about it is it has this corduroy collar, and that's her in all her glory. And she's in great condition. So, I'm hoping to get, 20 to 30 for this. It's very heavy. Like it would definitely be warmer, but it is only 100% cotton, made in Thailand. So anyways, that's my last find of the day. And I do feel like overall it was a good thrift haul day. I just feel like it took me a lot of time to get all these items. I got 14 items for my online reselling today, and I'm trying to be listing. I actually have moved it up to 4 items a day to try to hit the profit margins that I want to. If y'all want to hear more about like my numbers and how I like decide how I'm going to do things in that regard, like strategy of my business, let me know in the comments, and I would love to make a video on that. But all that being said, in short, I have up my number to 4 listings a day, 6 days a week, and I only have 14 items. So that's only going to cover like 3.5 days. So I'm going to have to go thrifting again. My plan is to go on Monday. That's when I hit like my local thrift stores. So hopefully I get stuff good on Monday, because I have to have it like 24 items for the week. So, but yeah, that's everything for my thrift haul, and hopefully you will see them again soon in a what sold video. Now that is done, let's go jump into my office because I have to show you all this new inventory thing that I've started. It is not done, and so let me just show you the chaos before the calm. Okay, here is a little bit of the chaos that is my office right now. This is all inventory, this is inventory, and then this is what we're working with. Okay, so I just need you to see the mess, okay? This is also all inventory, okay? So that's the starting point. With all of that mess, the goal is to get it to look like this, okay? So I have moved all of my inventory into boxes like these because I feel like, and you'll hear me talk about this in a later video actually, because I recorded a video about something that is going to take time to process. So in one of my next videos, you will hear me talk about this a little bit, but essentially this is what's working and that is what was not working. So I think it's worth the time because it's going to save me time whenever I'm shipping out orders and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to get started on this. I'm going to get all this organized and then I'll kind of show you guys like how this is better than what I was doing before. I'm finally done. I had to call my mom for some reinforcements. Please ignore my dog barking. But I do feel good now. I feel like everything kind of makes sense. So let me just run you guys through what I've done really quick. Okay, first and foremost, I did finish this shelf. I made a bunch of boxes. You can see down there, there are 2 boxes that are actually empty. So I have room to grow in my inventory. So this is all of my clothing. This is all of my online reselling. And then in those holes on the side, I do have some other type things that I have posted online, like bags and shoes. So all of that, I feel great about. Next, I rearranged these cubes. So these cubes originally were a bunch of my booth supplies, whether that was like goods I was selling or cleaning supplies or whatever. So I switched that out. I made all of these. These are all my PANGOBOOKS that I have for sale. If you don't know what PANGOBOOKS is, it is basically an online reselling platform for books where you can buy gently used books online for a much cheaper price. And I love PANGOBOOKS. A ton of my personal library is from Pango. I also am a seller on Pango, which is what all of these books are. If you love books the way that I love books or anywhere in between, PANGOBOOKS is a great place to shop. I actually have a discount code in my description below, or if you just use the code OpenShelfCo, it gets you $5 off your first order of $10 or more. So feel free to shop in my store, but that code also works anywhere on Pango. So if you don't buy any of my books, you can buy any book on Pango and that code will work. So anyways, that's all of this. This shelf over here is actually my blind date with the books that I do for my vintage booth. I wrap them, put a description. I can show you guys. This one I don't have the description on yet, but stickers, honey, tea, a bookmark, pen. And yeah, this is what I sell in my booth once it opens. It's not open yet, but once it opens, these will be sold there and I sell them for $12 or $14 each. I can't remember, but anyways, that is that. And then down at the bottom there, that is products for my vintage booth that need a little work. And then also my toolbox. So like this item, for example, it is a stained glass piece of 2 kitty cats. Let me take this off. 2 kitty cats looking at the birds in the tree and stuff. But the frame is a little bit broken, so I want to fix her up a little so that she is beautiful and ready to go to whatever home is next. But that's kind of just an example of the things down there. Because if I feel like if I put them, I'm going to show you guys where my actual booth stuff is now, which is in a closet. And if I put that in the closet, I'm never going to fix them. So that is why they're on the bookshelf. So let me show you guys that. And this is the closet. So everything on this shelf is stuff that is going to be sold in my vintage booth. And then back here, there's actually a bunch of hanging clothes that I have for sale online that are just like nicer items or big and bulky items like jackets, sweaters, big hoodies, long dresses, etc. It's back there. And then also on the ground is like a bunch of my shipping supplies, hanging things, and then up at the top is also a bunch of shipping materials. That is all that I have for this video. I am excited for that thrift haul and I hope really fun things sell and that you see them all soon and what's sold. And I'm also like, I just feel very refreshed that my space is now clean and organized and I feel like I can really grind in here now when I need to grind. I'm a firm believer that your physical space is a reflection of your mental space, and now that my physical space is organized and efficient and all the things, I feel like my mind can be that too. So especially when I'm working on this stuff. Like, I am just a part-time reseller. I don't have 40 hours a week or more to put into this. I have about 20 max. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to move forward. So if you like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to see more of things like this, please just subscribe to my channel and let me know what else you want to see in the comments. Thanks for tagging along, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.